Hello everybody and welcome back to Kim's Cozy Corner. We are working on cleaning up the yard from the storm that came through. And this is just one of many projects that we need to do. So I figured I'd bring you with me as I'm getting the yard cleaned up. Now that the rain has stopped, the sun's back, the weather is actually perfect, it's time for us to clean up the yard. We went from the grass being completely dead, and I do mean it was dead. It was dead, it wasn't coming back, it was dormant, it was done for the year, and now the grass is green and it's tall. I have leaves everywhere. We've already picked up a ton of little twigs and branches and stuff that fell off the trees. But now it's time for us to cut this big one up here, and we got to cut grass and do a few other things. And since I have this work to do, I figured I'd just bring you with me while I'm doing it. Now, I'm going to take my time, y'all. We're going to do this over a couple of days. And while I'm working on this over a couple of days, I'll just kind of cut you in and show you some of the different things we're doing. But we're going to start with this limb that came out of this tree that's behind me here. Now, honestly, this limb is left over from the tornadoes that came through my area back in 2019. And we didn't realize it, but the tree company left this one hanging in the tree. And we just realized it a little over a month ago that it was still up there. Well, thank goodness it's on the ground now. We will take care of it. So let me start cutting this tree up. Now I got to be extra careful because this limb right here is sitting on, this branch right here is sitting on a limb that's twisted underneath. So I got to make sure that it doesn't pop back on me. Now I have a couple chainsaws, and yeah, I like my power tools. But I'm going to use my Craftsman 16-inch chainsaw for this job today. I'm not going to worry about cutting it all the way up into firewood because I took 2 trees out and I have a ton of pieces that I'm going to have to cut into firewood, and we're going to do that in a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to get it in small enough pieces so I can go put it with the other wood. But that's what we're working on now. I'm going to start with these pieces that's sticking up. Okay. I'm going to start by just getting them off of the big one. Safety first, safety last, safety always. And I'm being careful so this doesn't swing back up on me, y'all. I know there were some people worried. I'm being careful. Now this one's really too big for these limbs. Okay, we have all of the sticks cut up into small little pieces. We got it in the wagon. There's the bigger chunks that we're going to cut up into firewood. All right, we're going to move on to another project. Maybe this grass. Let's move to another project next. Well, can't really cut grass right here because I got this stuff all in the way for the lawnmower. So let's get this cut out. I think we're pretty much done for the season with blackberries. So if I can just get it from over here. Like they're crawling along the ground here. Now this isn't my typical pruning. This is just to get it out the way. Now my blackberries don't have any thorns on them. They're thornless blackberries, so I don't really need the gloves on for the thorns. All right. Now I can get over here and cut some grass. Now I'm going to have to really get in here and clean this up the right way. That's just not today. Let me see what's going on back here. Yeah, we're going to have to spend some time over here, just not today. I just want to be able to cut the grass. All right, let's keep moving. Let me cut one more limb here that's been bothering me, because this cannot be here. I cannot let this be here. Where are we going to do it? Say right here, maybe. Well, I'm back here. I might as well go on and do just a little bit of pruning. So I read somewhere that you should do summer pruning as well as winter pruning. I've never done summer pruning, so we'll call it fall pruning. That's what we're going to call it, fall pruning. Anything that's crossing to the inside, I'm taking it out. Or that's coming straight up, I'm going to take it out so I can make sure we're in good shape. And I don't know the first thing about trees, so you might not want to do what I'm doing. But if they're coming to pick up tree limbs from the storm, if that's what my city's doing, I might as well give them all of the tree limbs they need. And I do have a lot of them. Now that limb was going straight up the center of the tree. That can't happen. And my blackberries can't come through here either, so I gotta get these blackberries off the tree. Next year, we will definitely have apples. I had apples this year, but only a few. They were going to be small. I went ahead and cut those out or pulled those off. I can't remember. Either cut them or pull them. I don't remember. But next year is the year. Next year will definitely be the year. I feel it in my bones. Feel it in my bones, I do. Now my goal for these trees was for a canopy. And if you can see, this tree is not getting super tall. This is it, which is what I want. So this tree is perfect from a height standpoint. I cut it back perfectly this year, which is excellent. I feel good about the tree in the back. This is the only one I never cut right, and it's still probably not right, but this is what we have. But I need to get to this other tree. I think that's it, y'all. I know apples grow on 2-year-old limbs, stems, vines, whatever, branches. So hopefully I'm leaving enough behind so we can get some apples next year. The 3 types of trees that I have are Fuji, Gala, and Sundance. And I don't know which is which at the moment, but Fuji, Gala, and Sundance are the 3 trees here. They're all reachable trees from gurneys, which means that they don't get super high. They can stay super short. They'll stay short like this, and I can harvest and I won't need a ladder. And so as long as I don't screw up in how I trim them, we should be okay. We should be. Just gonna make sure I don't mess up too bad. I'm gonna have to get Miss Charlie in here to pick up the limbs for me. But, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't screw up too bad. I like it. I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking what we got going on here. All right, now we just got to clean up. And I did harvest one apple off of my tree this year, off of this one. I think that's my Fuji. Is that Fuji? Yeah, Fuji. And it was good, y'all. It was tiny, but it was good. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Is it perfect? No. But it definitely looks good. All right. Let's work on something else. So since we had that rain, all the grass have decided to grow. And I need to get these weeds off of my mulch here. Since I'm doing yard work, might as well just do it. Can't even tell where the mulch begins and ends. The weeds just took over. My brother's gonna come and help me out a little bit next week. Help me get the yard ready for the winter and do some other things. I'll show you in a minute what my brother's gonna help me work on here over the next few weeks. I got one more week to work and then I'm gonna get some vacation. Much needed vacation, by the way, to get some of this work done. Yeah, when we did this area, we ran out of paper or the weed barrier. And so we just put it any old way, and the vines have started to creep up and in after we worked on this so hard. For those who follow me, you know that we just got the sidewalk done. We're supposed to get the driveway done, but I got scammed. Unfortunately, I got scammed on my driveway. The man has taken my money and he ran with it. So I'm out of thousands of dollars for that as well. But it's okay. There's something called the legal process, and hopefully it'll work for me and I get my money back, if nothing else. So the driveway is not getting done. Not now, anyway. I just hate it when people try to scam you and take your money and that kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm honestly extremely blessed that, you know, it didn't set me back or anything personally from a bill standpoint, that kind of thing. But come on, you know, come on. Why would you do that? And I call myself doing a favor, you know, giving him that work versus using my normal guy, because, you know, a young guy trying to get a new business off the ground, and then he's going to do this to me. Very frustrating. And the only thing, though, his family has a farm, a very popular farm in the area that the contract's written on, so I wish him and his family luck on that. I don't think this is the name you want to make for yourself after you've had a farm for 50 years or so in the area. Anyway, get these vining pieces of grass out of here. Yeah, this will help me because when I get ready to go do the sweet potatoes, y'all, I won't have to worry about something crawling up my leg because I can see. I'm always looking for those creepy crawlies, and y'all know it. All right, we got this area a little bit cleaned up. That'll hold some of that grass that's trying to take over this area right here. And I can kind of see my feet and my toes to keep stuff from biting at me. All right, so now I'm going to show you where that wood is, and then y'all, I think it's time for us to get on the lawnmower. We've already cut all of the grass around the edges here, all the way around, including the front yard. So I just have the middle and the backyard to do. So that big limb is gone. We got rid of that. And for those who follow me, you know I had a big tree in the center of the yard here. We took it out. We got the root taken out as well, the stump removed, but we left that stump over there. But all of that wood is over here. And next weekend, y'all, we got a job. We are going to split all of that into firewood next weekend when my brother gets here to help me out. But for today, now I'm just going to work on this grass that was completely dead, that has come back to life. We're going to get it cut. And hopefully it's the last time of the year that we have to cut this grass. It's all cleaned up, y'all. It is all cleaned up. It took several days, but it's done. Look at that, all clean, grass cut. Well, most of the leaves are up. I put my little contraption on the back of my lawnmower and I piled all my leaves up over here. I got my little pile of leaves for the winter. Got them right here in a pile. I will get some of those and mulch them up and put them on my beds once I finish getting them cleaned out, but they're not cleaned out yet. My apple trees are all cut back. They're looking good. I got all the tree limbs up, right? Those small details, y'all. All of the blackberries are mostly cleaned up. They're cleaned up enough so I could cut the grass if nothing else, but they still need just a little bit of work. I had all the leaves up over in this area, but the wind blew them back down. The very front's all cleaned up, looking good. Look at that, that sidewalk all shiny white again. All the leaves are gone off of there. The grass is all cut. Nice fall day in the neighborhood. Now we still got some work to do, don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of work to do over here. Missed a few leaves right there. They must have blew off of the top of the house, but there's still a few leaves here or there, but I have to harvest these seeds from the coleus here. So we still got to put them away. But y'all, look at this coleus plant. I'm in the shade. You might not be able to see it, but let's see if I can lighten it up just a little bit. The bees still love it. The flowers are still beautiful, dark burgundy leaves. Looks great. Now this one is mostly green and is drying out a little more. It gets a little more sun, but beautiful. Now I still have all of my hedges to do. So I got to get those trimmed up so I can put lights on them for this winter, for this holiday season coming up. And I'll show you another area I need to work on. Still got some work to do on these hedges right here. I got ready to do these hedges, y'all, and my battery wasn't charged, so we're going to get these hedges cleaned up. I still have my peach trees to get cleaned up yet. And I got potatoes still to harvest. So that's it for now for the cleanup from the storm. Most of what I needed to do is done. I just got a little more to do with a few leaves from my trees and my hedges. And of course, I still got sweet potatoes to get. But we'll end it here. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I show you everything that I'm doing, whether I'm inside or outside, and I'm going to keep them coming just for you. So until next time, and I hope there will be a next time that you hang out with me, Kim, at Kim's Cozy Corner. Bye.